Okay, so hello, my name is Ella, and I discovered that I have a lot to complain about, like a lot of subjects that I have opinions on, and I just kind of wanted to vent them out, and I thought that the easiest place to do that was YouTube. So I've decided to start this YouTube channel, just to vent out about my opinions and everything. And the first video that I wanted to do was about hipsters and the fact that hipsters are now mainstream. Because, that sounds kind of a paradox, and it kind of is. Because, hipsters being mainstream, that's kind of big opposites. Like black being white. Nowadays, everyone calls themselves a hipster. It's like, if you know one band that not many people know, if you have watched this one movie that not many people have watched, then you're a hipster too. We can start this by asking ourselves, what is a hipster? And the answer is, a hipster is really just this person who is somewhere between their teenage years and their 30s. And they enjoy smart people, and they enjoy art and indie rock and those skin-tight jeans, this thick-rimmed glasses that you usually don't need, side bangs with, choppy, shaggy hair with, like, tip-dyed and, like, neon. Maybe with that definition, most people aren't hipsters, but the thing is, most people nowadays consider themselves the hipsters. Nowadays there's only two types of people. The people who are very mainstream that hate hipsters and they think that hipsters are the worst of the worst, and they would never be a hipster because they think they're annoying. And then there's the other type of people that consider themselves hipsters in at least one way. I guess I would be the second type of person. It doesn't really matter, because I don't consider myself a hipster, really. I don't hate hipsters, and maybe there's like a couple, like maybe one band that not as many people know about, but I follow a lot of mainstream stuff too, so I don't know where I fit in my own categorization. And now everyone, if they know like one obscure band, one unknown movie, one artist, they think they're a hipster, because they're like, oh, I know this and no one else does, and I'm a hipster. And in some places it's easier to be hipster than in others. But the thing is, in the places where it's easier to be a hipster, it's also at the same time harder. Because, I suppose that most hipsters are seen in New York, and I believe in Chicago. Those are like the two main places that I hear of, hipsters being mainstream. If there's tons of hipsters in one city, and everyone's looking for unknown artists, eventually many will know about the same unknown artist, thus making him or her a known artist. And therefore that wouldn't be an obscure thing, and therefore it would be mainstream, and the hipsters would be seeing something mainstream, which would in turn not make them hipsters. It's very paradoxical in many ways, because by being a hipster you're mainstream, which makes you not a hipster, and by being a hipster and finding obscure artists, you make them mainstream, and therefore it's not a hipster thing. At some point everything mainstream had to start obscure. Like, there had to be a point where no one knew about it. I don't get it. Like, I don't get, I'm very confused in my mind with this paradox of hipsters, because I think the hipster idea is quite dumb. I mean, it's okay if you want to call yourself a hipster, but realize that by calling yourself a hipster, you're making being a hipster something mainstream, and therefore you're like obliterating your own idea. So I think the only way to keep hipsters from becoming mainstream is for actual hipsters to stop calling themselves hipsters. Because if they don't call themselves hipsters, being a real hipster is not going to be mainstream, because no one's going to know about it. There it is. Ding! Like, that's the idea. That's how you're going to solve it. Hipsters, don't call yourself hipsters. Because if not, you're making hipster something mainstream. And if you're making it mainstream, you're not a hipster anymore. So, to save your hipsterness, shut the fuck up. Like, do us all a favor. I have like a couple of friends that are like hipsters, kind of. And you know, they don't like rant that much about how hipster they are. I really hate people who are like, oh, I'm such a hipster, and I'm such a hipster, and I love being a hipster, and I'm a hipster. Like, honestly, it's gotten to the point where, you know how you repeat a word so many times, it sounds weird? To me, hipster is like the weirdest word ever because I hear it so much. Hipster and hipster, 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 hipster. Like, just ridiculous. Like, the sheer volume of the times that the word hipster is said in our modern lives. It's ridiculous. So hipsters, if you want to save your hipsterness, stop calling yourself hipster. If you stop calling yourself hipster, you'll save hipsterness, and you'll stop making us hate hipsters. Because honestly, I don't hate hipsters, but I'm pretty annoyed by them because they say it so much. I don't call myself like a mainstream person. I'm not all the time. I'm not like, oh, I'm so mainstream and I'm so mainstream. So why should you be, oh, I'm so hipster, I'm so hipster. No. No, 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 no. No. Ridiculous. Honestly. So yeah. That was my first video. I don't know if anyone is even watching this, except for like a couple of friends I might have told. I really hope someone does, because, I don't know, it's fun to be known to someone other than like your own circle of people, I think. And I think that being like whatever famous, like famous in real life, or like Twitter famous, or YouTube famous, that should be pretty cool, because, you know, you get to meet new people, and you know, different kinds of people, and different opinions that you can like talk to and stuff, and smart people and dumbass people, and I think it's really nice. So yeah, if you're someone that I don't know, please like talk about me, and even if it's just about how ridiculous I am to other people, because I really want to like know more people. I really want to, you know, expand myself, because, you know, it's fun. So it'd be awesome if you don't know me, and if you do know me, I told you not to watch this video. But if you don't know me, it'd be fun if you just subscribe. And, you know, like the video if you liked it, or dislike it if you just like to talk about me to other people. Even if you're sure they're not gonna really watch me, just say like, hey, there's this, random girl on YouTube, and she's like complaining about hipsters, you know, hipsters being mainstream, and I don't know how often I'm gonna start uploading videos. I think it's just gonna be pretty random until I have like an actual number of people subscribing to me that actually like expect a certain time frame. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for watching.